More than a dozen doctors representing hospitals in the Missouri and Kansas City metro area say they are in crisis mode. During a public conference call, the hospitals raised concerns about COVID-19 hospitalizations and staffings. KQ2's Madeline McLean sharing what they say we can do to help.
Hospital leaders from across the Kansas City metro calling for our help, saying they're reaching the end of their rope.
Facts are we have an exploding number of COVID-19 patients. People aren't using good infection control. Governments have backed off mask mandates because they think they're unpopular, and as a result, patients and people are suffering in our hospitals.
It's the second time in a month hospital leaders sounded the alarm. Each one of these 18 doctors, representing more than a dozen Kansas City metro hospitals or agencies, say they're overwhelmed by the number of COVID patients coupled with staff shortages.
Staffing, I don't really see an end in sight. I think an emergency declaration in both states would be extremely helpful.
Hospital heads reporting ERs are full, and it's becoming a dangerous situation for COVID and non-COVID patients in need of beds.
The ERs are completely gridlocked most of the day, every day.
Our average wait time in our ER is 3 hours.
Some unable to transfer patients.
We've been transferring patients to Oklahoma.
Many hospitals say they're now delaying surgeries.
We have now deferred 128 surgeries this week. I'd be happy to ever go over that list with folks because it is hard to call them elective. Things like parathyroidectomies for cancer, lung nodules for cancer, breast reconstruction, a hip that has to be replaced. I mean, these are really not truly elective cases. They are cases that have to have inpatient stays, and that's one of the few levers we have left to pull.
And now they're asking us to pull some levers too, saying they need us to go back to good infection control practices like hand washing, masks, staying home when we're sick, and getting our COVID-19 vaccination shots.
Yeah, and we're about 90% unvaccinated, and in our ICUs, it's nearly 100% unvaccinated, and on our ventilator patients, it is 100% unvaccinated. It's a continuing story of a vaccinated population and an unvaccinated population and the difference that we have.
Reporting, Madeline McLean, KQ2 News.
Children's Mercy also on the call today, and the head there of the ER saying 30 kids are hospitalized with COVID, which is the highest number yet for that facility. They say also nearly a third of them are in the ICU.